Welcome back one and all, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Where we left off last time, we had met up with the undead-ish guy over there. He wants us to go get a grimoire from his old rival. So that's what we're going to go do, because we are nothing if not fetched questers, apparently. We will eventually kill him too, though, I think. I see no reason we should leave him alive. Such a long way out. We're going to have to jump into a different district, though, to get this item. I think it is in... Carry the one and wait for the loading screen. Alright, it's, I think it's in Brackenberry. I'm 99% sure about that. Can I get out right here? No. Where's the nearest? There it is. There's the nearest map exit. I think it goes straight down to Brackenberry too. So 12 minutes to get there. An outrageous amount of time if you ask me, but still, we're going to make it there right now. Alright, so there's the manor. How's Daemonel? There's the sanitarium. That's, I think, where we were supposed to go. If I had to hazard a guess. No. Yes. Brackenberry Sanitarium. I vaguely remember there being something nasty in this area, and I can't remember what it was. Why do I think that there's an ambush coming up? I just feel like something is afoot. Also, we definitely don't need fruit in our inventory. Who wants some fine mail armor? It is better than my current mail armor, so done. Tank is slightly tankier. Only slightly though, mind you. Who are you to say, huh? Interesting. Alright, Nedden.
Hail, traveler.
A young woman stands in the shade of the garden, muttering to herself. She's fixated on the pages of a large, well-worn tome, seemingly oblivious to the blooming flowers and the cool, fragrant breeze. She only looks up when your shadow crosses her page. Do you mind? I'm rather busy. And what are you so busy with? She snaps her book shut. I'm studying soul detachment. We all know the souls move into people at birth and out of them at death, but we still have a lot of questions about what makes them stick, so to speak. What do you mean about making them stick? She brushes a stray lock from her forehead. Souls power bodies and give tissues life, but only when they're firmly attached. It's separation that leads to a whole spate of soul-related ailments, including the Hollowborn. But if we understood how to retouch souls, we could end Widewind's legacy, maybe even conquer death. She scratches behind her ear. That's the theory anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have all the research I need to put it into practice. Well, what do you need? There's a manuscript called The Theorems of Pangram. It contains research from Pangram's experiments on detached souls. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rumored to have a copy in the Elder Archives. The theorems could advance my research by leaps and bounds, but Grimda, the High Archivist, worships Whale, which means has some paradoxical views on sharing and restricting knowledge, and since she's not exactly a proponent of animancy, she tends to restrict the kinds of information that'd be useful to me. Maybe she could be persuaded. You're welcome to try, but you wouldn't be the first. Anyway, I should probably get back to work. She sighs. Tell me about yourself. Well, I'm an animancer at the sanitarium. Currently, I'm researching matters related to Widewind's legacy. Anything else? She looks eager to return to her studies. I will leave you alone then. I guess we have to go find that book at some point. Another side quest. Excellent. Side quests are good because they're going to give us levels. And levels are good for not dying, mostly. I am going for an allergy test next week, and I'm not supposed to take breathing medicine or antihistamines for a week before the test, which is next Friday. I got to admit, unless, of course, an emergency, and then I'm supposed to immediately take my emergency inhaler and then go to a hospital. But Before that point in time, I get to stick with this shitty feeling of asthma, and it is... I can't even describe how much it sucks. Wait a minute. This is the place with the animancy. Yeah, it is. Head Warden Eltimar. A well-maintained statue of a middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down unblinking over the bustle of harried academics pestered by the hopeful desperate. A strong warmth emanates from it, and you can sense it from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention turned towards you. It has been some time since a watcher graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling the floor beneath you. I am envious of your natural insights, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work and life. Now, what is it that has brought you to my sanitarium? Well, I'm looking for an animancer named Modred. Modred, of course. You will find him downstairs, in the first room on the right. I am curious as to how you've come to be in your present state. In the statue, you mean? Well, he laughs. I was old, and it seemed wrong of me, a lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery, only to lose it all in death. Somewhere, someday, I would wake up in a new body, none the wiser, and pursue a different course entirely. All that experience wasted. If we are to ever unearth the principles behind our existence, it will be in spite of our condition. Of that I am sure. To live on as part of something I helped build seemed to me a better legacy than what nature had in store. The transfer itself was quite simple as our techniques go, and for that I am grateful. Playing with souls is far easier to accept when they are not your own. I do miss being able to take an active role in the scholarly efforts here. Now and again, one of our animancers will humor me and consult over some problem, but they are a jealous breed and are too often afraid to collaborate. If you are considering it yourself, I can tell you it isn't the place for the easily bored. Tell me about the sanitarium. A history lesson. This is a rare pleasure. Most come in here only concerned with cheating death in one way or another. We are an old institution as Deerwood goes. This is our 94th year. As with many cities, the growth of Defiance Bay brought with it a host of problems. One of the worst was that those born with, shall we say, ill-favored souls came to populate its streets in droves, thus the sanitarium. Brackenberry was a natural fit. It was growing, but there was also a lot of money here back then. This place owes its survival to the curiosities of the wealthy more than anything, I think. Our founding came at a time of great suspicion in animancy, much like today. So much progress has been lost to the mishaps of a few careless practitioners. But in time, it was all forgotten, as things are. Since then, we have been at the forefront of animancy's resurgence. We have played host to many gifted researchers and pushed the boundaries of our knowledge in ways never thought possible. Some of the first safe transferences were done here, and we have pioneered work in soul purification, lineage analysis, preservation. It's really quite a list, if you'll pardon my pride. Today, it's... well, I can't say it's exactly the same. There's been some push to shut us down. It comes from Deerwood's more excitable denizens, whose minds are more passionate than thoughtful, I'm afraid. People see this legacy, and they see it involves something they don't understand, so it's natural for them to suspect people, whose understanding exceeds theirs. It looks to them like they're hiding something. We have a representative in the palace this very moment defending our entire science of animancy and at a hearing before the Duke, absurd as it sounds. If it does not go well, it could be the end of animancy in Deerwood. I fear Evar may be swayed by all this unrest, irrational though it may be. We shall see. Alright, farewell. So, dude's downstairs. Let's go find him. We're not going to rob them of books, except maybe this book. What's this book? Never mind. Eventually we'll go through and just rob this whole place. I don't know if people will care if we do here. It didn't have an espionage mask icon, so I'm guessing it's probably okay, but let's not risk it just yet. To try and combat my annoying chest breathing problem currently, I'm just drinking juice and water. It helps. It feels like it helps anyways. Hello, Modred. An animancer scribbles feverishly on a parchment scroll, while his free hand dances through the air, counting off unseen objects. His lips move in silent discourse. As your shadow falls over his scroll, he looks up at you with a mingled perplexity and irritation.
Good day, stranger.
Can I help you? He forces a polite smile. Does the name Helig mean anything to you? Modred starts. Helig? He was a colleague of mine. He was primarily a necromancer, but he was involved in animancy too. He worked at the sanitarium for several years. I dare say everyone here has heard of him. He clears his throat. He left his post recently. I believe he was seeking new opportunities in the Valiant Republics. He leans forward. The advances they're making in animancy really are quite remarkable. Surely you've heard. He coughs again. Perhaps you haven't. I heard it differently. He slides his spectacles down his nose. Just what are you insinuating? If this is your idea of a joke, I assure you it is in poor taste. So you didn't sink a blade into his chest and dump him in the catacombs. He'll be relieved to hear it. Modred pales. How could... He sighs and runs a hand over his hair. Very well, yes, I killed him. I killed that beast because no one else had the spine for it. But doesn't your own order prize such ruthlessness? He looks at you more closely. He was a madman, years of perverse experiments, twisting healthy souls, torturing damaged souls, and for what? He flayed the essence from Glenfathan indigents for his own amusement. He waves down the hall. If the public had known half of his deeds, they'd have razed this place to the ground. He jabs a finger on the desk. He used the sanitarium to disguise his own sick proclivities. He brought shame on all of us and put the entire discipline at risk. I regret nothing. Anyway, you now know the whole grisly story. He calms down a bit and sizes me up. Helig said you stole a grimoire from him. Modred's brow furrows. His grimoire? What's that madman been telling you? I'm going to give him the key. He said, I'm not in the mood for games, Modred. Hand it over. Modred spreads his hands. I'm not a wizard, and I want nothing to do with this detestable research. What use would I have for it? If I know Helig, this is the idea of a joke. Probably not one you or I would appreciate. If anything, I've told you about that man has sunk in. I beg you, return to the catacombs and slay him once and for all. That foul man will cause misery and pain as long as he's around. He said you kept it in that trunk over there. Modred takes the key with a trembling hand, his eyes starting to the trunk. You've been misled. There's no grimoire here, and Helig never intended you to find one. That wretched thing has an insatiable hunger for blood. Thank you for denying him. I hope I can convince you now to return and slay him once and for all. He has something I need. I don't know what he's promised you, but he's already lied to you about the grimoire. I don't got it. If what I've told you about that evil, deceitful man hasn't swayed you, I don't know what else to say. He turns to his papers. Trust him at your own peril. I'm going to open it. Oh, I have to get the key.
Good day, stranger.
About Helig. Helig's soul returned to his corpse through sinister magic. He wants revenge. No doubt, he spreads his hands wide. But now you understand why I killed him. Someone had to. If he sent you, I only hope I can convince you to return and slay him once and for all. Consider it. Consider also the kind of man he is and the kind of thing he's capable of. Don't trust him. I must return to my work. I wish you well. I'm going to leave that trunk alone for now.
Yes. Just say the word.
I wish I could quick save, kill him, and then grab the key back. Wow, we have a lot of honest. Holy crap. What are our negative things again? Wasn't honesty one of them? Is my deep faith getting crappier? That's actually okay. Okay. Oh, benevolent and diplomatic. We have neither of those. We have honest, cruel, aggressive, stuff like that, but I wish we were more cruel so we could get slightly better defenses. We got to be more aggressive, guys. The only thing about being aggressive in this particular playthrough is that if we screw up too badly and we're aggressive with the wrong people, we may just die to an unfortunate fight. But let's go back and have ourselves a talk with our dear friend. I'm going to take a quick break right before I get to him, actually. Need some more water. It's just something. God, you guys probably can't tell because I'm enunciating carefully, so I don't, and breathing carefully so you don't hear the actual severity of this situation that I'm in. But near to the end of the video, I'll actually do a full breath for you guys and you can actually hear it. Actually, I'll do it right now while I run. Okay, so this is my awesome breathing right now. Pretty cool, eh? It's not exactly the ideal situation. I have my emergency inhaler nearby, though, just in case. And hopefully this allergy test will come back with some results, and I'll get some medication. I do have, normal asthma medication, but I'm not allowed to take it. So we're gonna have to wing it. Survive for a week. I just gotta spend less time around the puppy, or like wear some sort of mask around him to try and keep the dander away from me. I'm pretty sure it's the puppy that I'm allergic to, considering I didn't have any asthma symptoms for like a year or two, and only at extremely rare times, and in the past 2 weeks-ish that I've had the dog. No, a week. It's been a week. A week today, actually. I have had asthma symptoms every single day, so except for the days where I've dosed myself up heavily with medicine. So that's pretty telling on its own. When I went to the clinic about it, not the allergy clinic, but just a normal medical clinic, they're like, well, you should probably do the math on that one, but we're going to send you to an allergen anyways, so, or an allergy specialist anyways, so that's where I'm going. Gonna find out how life is going for me. Luckily, I live in the Great White North, the Canada, and the Canada has sort of free Medicare. I also have work insurance too, though, so we are gonna have to be very careful about how we do this fight. I'm going to just
say the word.
we're okay on that.
I'll go
I
on
want
ahead.
you and you to go together
shall.
this way. I want to see traps, and I want to be able to sneak behind him. Hello, Mr. Trap. I know there's one around here somewhere.
Let's see what we've found.
There it is. Can you get this one? Oh, good, we got that one.
Just
All
say
right.
the word.
Okay, so there he is. There are revenants all around him, though.
Just say the word.
So we have 3 revenants, along with a supposedly very powerful wizard. That being said, he doesn't seem to care that we're here,
Well,
meaning that we could easily set up our own little ambush. So our primary target is going to be him. I think I'm going to have my warrior pick
Ready
up
when you
all of the revenants,
I'm here.
yeah?
hopefully.
What is it?
And we are just going to destroy him as fast as humanly possible. This could go really badly, really quickly. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Who's got
Yes.
my figurine? Okay. Our
Yes.
spells are all good.
Just say the word.
I'm here.
I want
What is
everyone
it?
just ready to beat the snot out of this guy as fast as possible, because he is going to be
Yes.
immensely annoying to kill.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling. I have a feeling he'll be more than willing to resist that. We can actually
Lavaru, beyond seek.
prepare a little bit better. Okay.
What is
Oh
it?
boy, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, don't do that.
Yeah?
He's injured right off the bat. That's positive. That's a good start. Okay, now He's badly injured. You know what? I don't really care about the Revenant right now. I'm just gonna get that guy to her to tank that thing. Does that kill him? Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful. Okay, we are set now. That was easy. Revenants are no problem for us. We don't really even care about them. I was worried that there's gonna be some serious magic going out. There's an amulet. A soul ward amulet. A soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged stelgare. It's filled with a fierce, relentless energy. Who are you? You see an image in your mind of a woman in heavy leather armor, bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to a young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and fixed on Rowena. He reaches out to her, and what little life remained at her in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. With a final contemptuous glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. He sent me to find you. The soul pulses with warmth. It fills your mind with memories of a young man who's both bold and generous, but fury and despair gnaw those images away until all you can feel are cold crimson walls pressing against you and something loathsome feeding off of you as the years fade into decades. What do you want? You see an image of the amulet shattering and the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. Farewell, then.
Of course.
That fight was much easier than I anticipated. And a tarnished locket. Okay.
Let's see what we found.
And we found a secret. It has a scroll in it. A scroll of uselessness for us.
What is
Well,
it?
maybe not as a spell scroll or something like that. Like spell ward scroll. And that was easy. Oh, I was expecting some sort of wicked fight. I mean, he took down 50 people apparently. Guess he wasn't ready for that. Who killed him? Actually, with what? A lane shot her critter for 51 damage. Good
Yes.
cross. He wasn't expecting the crossbow bolt to the face. He was like, "You insolent worm! I'm gonna start casting a spell at you, womp!"
Just say the word.
Straight through the eye. I'm a little. I didn't notice this before. Okay, there's nothing in here yet.
Yes.
Alright, so we sent our
Yeah.
stealther through. It's safe. Now is it safe?
Yes.
There's also stairs down. Nice.
I'm here.
Alright, a potion we can sell. Or possibly use, depending.
Well,
I've never been huge on consumables, but I think in this particular playthrough I will be. Usually I find consumables good for one thing. Shoring up my money reserves. Potions are worth usually quite a fortune. We're going to go turn in this quest at Dalton, then we'll call it a video. I didn't even take a break between the things like I said I was going to, but you know what? It's okay. I'll be fine. I wonder why I'm not allowed to take my medicine for so long before the thing. Maybe it's that I get like a untainted allergy sample for me. Alright, let's head in to see Dalton.
Well met, friend.
His tired eyes brighten. Did you find her? Yes, but not as you expected. Actually, I'm going to say Helig bound her soul in this amulet since No, I'm not going to say that. Actually, that is kind of cruel. Helig bound her soul in this amulet. Since I found it, I'm keeping it. His hands ball into fists and his eyes blaze with fury. Monster, you're no better than Helig. If I had the strength, I'd... Tears well up in his eyes. Get away from me. I want nothing more to do with you. Come on, that was straight up cruel. That should have been a cruel thing. Oh, well, we gained a level. That was harsh. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty brutal. Athletics 8. Whew, okay, what do we want? Inspiring Triumph? Plus 7 defenses for 12 seconds. It's a passive, so... Oh, when he downs an enemy. He'll never down an enemy. Liberating Exhortation's pretty good. Sworn Enemy is also really good. Actually, yeah, that's actually really nice. Let's get that. Sworn Enemy is what we're going to take. That's it. Cool, we gained a level. We have more health, more endurance. And that's pretty much all that we're going to do for the day.
Well.
So, like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. And we will be doing more fun things like... I'm not really sure yet. We'll figure something out, though. Take care.